What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel today. For those of you who notice, I have a new backdrop. I'm trying to incorporate the 15 Spider-Man posters that I have in my room. You guys have probably caught a glimpse of a few of them, but I'm trying to work on my background a little bit, so I'm going to kind of be changing things around a little bit, trying to get a background that I like and that's consistent. But you guys didn't click on this video for that. You clicked on this video to talk about the top 5 fantasy breakout candidates for 2023. I'm very excited to get into my list. These are guys that really, I think, have a lot of potential to be great, and I think this is the year that they put it all together. This is the year that they are certified fantasy studs. So I'm going to be getting to that list. Quick disclaimer, no rookies on this list. None of these guys have proven what they can do in the NFL or have not proven that they can live up to their potential just yet. So these are going to be rookies excluded, only guys that have been in the league for a couple of years. And then my second thing is, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are nearing 300, which is awesome. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 10 million subscribers on the channel. So I really appreciate you guys. And let's go ahead and get into the list. Player number 1 is going to be Kadarius Toney. Why do I think Kadarius Toney is going to be a fantasy breakout star in 2023? Well, here's why. Kadarius Toney is one of the best athletes in the entire NFL. His change of direction, his shiftiness, his feet are fast as fuck, boy, if you could say. He is one of the best athletes in the NFL, and I think he is has the ability to be an elite separator, an elite guy after the catch. He has all the potential in the world. Additionally, he's in a pass-heavy offense with the best quarterback in the NFL, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really see a clear-cut wide receiver 1 for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think by de facto it might be Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I know, Sky Moore had a decent rookie year, but none of those guys really scream wide receiver 1 to me. I think Kadarius Toney is going to have the opportunity to be able to have a great year with the Chiefs, his first full year with the Chiefs. And I think the reason that he really hasn't been able to put it all together yet is because he has missed 44% of his possible career games due to injury. So, assuming he stays healthy, I think that he's going to be a great fantasy pickup for you guys this year. I know I have him in my main league. I'm very excited about that. So, I think Kadarius Toney is going to be a big breakout star. For my second fantasy breakout star candidate of 2023, I'm going to go back to the running back position, and I'm going to talk about J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is a guy that I think has gone kind of under the radar. With so much going on in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson and Odell Beckham and Zay Flowers, all of that. I think J.K. Dobbins is a really good running back, and he's capable of doing a lot of things well. I think that he'll benefit from the Todd Monken change at offensive coordinator. I think the Ravens, while they possibly might be more of a pass-heavy team, I still think they're going to run the ball a lot. That's been a staple with John Harbaugh ever since he's been to the Ravens. Whether it was Ray Rice, Justin Forsett, whoever. They're going to want to run the football. And I think J.K. Dobbins is a guy to be able to carry that load. Pause. J.K. Dobbins is a guy, looking at his efficiency stats, he is 4th in rushing efficiency, and he's 2nd in missed tackles per touch. I think if he can stay healthy throughout the whole year, I think he only played like 8 games last year. I think if he's able to stay healthy for the whole year, he's going to be a great addition to the Ravens offense. And I think that with the receivers and Lamar being so much of a threat, defenses won't be as prepared to handle J.K. Dobbins. So I think he's going to be a great fantasy breakout star for your fantasy football team. Keeping with another running back, this is a guy who I think is kind of an ultra sleeper that I actually have confidence will be pretty good in the NFL. That's going to be Brian Robinson, the halfback or running back, whichever you prefer, whichever era you were born in, for the Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson last year, unfortunately, his rookie season got off to a terrible start. He got shot, and that's not a metaphor. That's not hyperbole. He literally got shot and was forced to miss a part of the season. But he still played in 12 games, had nearly 800 rushing yards, which if he plays the full 17-game season, that puts him just about at 1,200 rushing yards. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And I think he also is benefiting from a change at offensive coordinator, now getting Eric Bieniemy, who in many people's minds is one of the best offensive coordinators in the entire NFL. I think Brian Robinson will benefit from that. I think he'll get more volume as a pass catcher. So in PPR leagues, I think that he will become much more of an asset because he can catch passes. He did that at Alabama as well. And I think that Brian Robinson is going to be a great addition to your fantasy team. I really don't love a lot of the running backs behind him. I know a lot of fantasy guys like to hype up Antonio Gibson. I just don't see it, and I think Washington's offense will take a step up, and I think Brian Robinson will be a big reason why. All right, and my fourth fantasy breakout star for the year, another running back. I know. Fantasy football is kind of predicated on running backs. I'm going to talk about A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is the running back from the Packers, and I don't know if me and A.J. Dillon have kind of this secret love affair or what's going on, or we were lovers in a past lifetime, but I'm in love with A.J. Dillon. I think that he is a really, really good running back, and I think with the change at quarterback scenery for the Packers, Jordan Love, I think they're going to try to establish the run early and often to make Jordan Love as comfortable as possible. I think then that leads to the two-headed monster of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in the backfield. And, you look at A.J. Dillon, his touchdown total has increased each year. I think that he's becoming better in the passing game. And I think that A.J. Dillon has the ability to just run guys over. I think he's going to get a lot more volume. I think that he'll be a bigger part of the passing game. And I believe that A.J. Dillon will be a breakout star in fantasy and really could be an everyday starter for you, if we're being real. And then for my final fantasy breakout star of the year, you guys are going to kill me for this in the comments, but I need you to hear me out. And I know my phrase that whenever a sentence starts with hear me out, it's never a good thing. But hear me out. Trey Lance. Okay. I know. You're going to blow up the comment section saying Trey Lance sucks. I get it. Here's my logic, right? Trey Lance is, in my opinion, the most talented quarterback in that room in terms of arm strength, mobility, athleticism. Those are all things he's all more talented at than Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy. Okay, let's talk about Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold. Brock Purdy's coming off a big elbow injury, and Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold. To me, I think that the 49ers really shouldn't give up on Trey Lance yet. They wasted, or they used, the third overall pick on him, and they traded up multiple first rounds to do that. They put a lot of investment in Trey Lance. And his first year, he didn't play. His second year, he was injured the whole year. They need to see what they have in Trey Lance. And I know there's the reports about what he does at practice and training camps and da-da-da. They got to let him play. And I will bank on the fact that if Trey Lance gets to play and he's playing well, then he'll continue to be the starter for the San Francisco 49ers, right? Listen, Trey Lance is, again, like I said, athletic. He's going to get rushing yards. He's going to probably score on the ground. Even if Brock Purdy's the starter, I think Trey Lance will still come in certain packages to get rushing yards, right? But I think if Trey Lance is able to get that starting job, A, he adds that rushing threat. B, he doesn't even have to be great, dude. Like, the offense around him is so good. George Kittle's an all-pro. Deebo Samuel's a former all-pro. I think Brandon Ayuk is a great receiver as well. Christian McCaffrey is one of the best weapons in the entire NFL. That offensive line, of course, it got a little worse, but Trent Williams is an all-pro. And then, you don't have to put up a bajillion points. You can probably play the offense the way that Kyle Shanahan wants to because of how good that defense is. I think Trey Lance is a sneaky fantasy breakout star for 2023. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Who would be your fantasy breakout stars for 2023? Do you guys agree with my list? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.